This character is Rockstar's most underappreciated character. When I played RDR2, it impacted me greatly. We see Arthur Morgan take on a huge change. However, we get to see John Marston change throughout RDR2, the epilogue, and RDR1. That's a massive story. Over the past 2 years, I've joined YouTube, and I did a deep dive into the epilogue. Later, I did his story in RDR2, and finally, I just did the RDR1 video. This is a video for those who love John Marston and want the deepest dive on the internet. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you about a man whose name is John Marston. Became a hero, and what he had to go through to get there is insane. Orphaned at a young age, his mother died at birth. His father died when he was 8. He was picked up by Dutch Vander, and for most of his adult life, he was caught in a battle between loyalty and freedom. Had a boy named Jack with a working girl named Abigail. This is the story of the making of a hero, John Marston.
Well, you've killed people. You lived the life.
That I have.
And I tried to stop. I don't know. I tried to go straight. I left the gang after the gang left me. Left me to die after I'd been shot. They'd all gone crazy anyhow. Our old leader, a fella you probably heard of. Anyway, he more or less lost his mind, went and shot a bunch of people unfair like. I got shot in a robbery. They left me, and I left them.
Well, that's how it goes.
Our story starts long before Red Dead Redemption 2, before Blackwater, before John left the gang. John Marston was born in 1873 to a mother that tragically died while giving birth to him. Little is known about her other than she was a prostitute. John's father was an immigrant from Scotland who came to America on a ship and tried to take care of John. And when John was only 8 years old, his father died, leaving John alone. He became an orphan and was soon taken in by the Vander gang.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her... Well, I don't know what he was.
There was one person in the gang who was instrumental throughout his entire life. Within the Vander gang, there was a working girl named Abigail. John and Abigail had a kid together named Jack. Dealing with fatherhood, Abigail, and the actions of the gang would lead him to abandon the gang and his family for around a year.
You twisted his balls so tight, he's screeching like a plucked jaybird.
You know, it always was the fellas with the most money who like paying the least.
Oh, yeah. Tough as iron, this one. Ain't she, John?
I'm getting tired of your mouth, old man. Why don't you try shutting it every once in a while?
Oh, who rattled your cage?
Are you as dumb as you look, old man? Most men got pride.
Don't talk about those times no more.
When he returned to the gang, the cracks in his loyalty and trust had deepened greatly. John Marston's early life was full of sadness, tough times, and trying to find where he belonged. The Vander gang became his family, but it wasn't always perfect. These early experiences helped shape the man he became, a man caught between his outlaw past and a dream of starting fresh.
I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
There are a lot of events that we are unaware of before Red Dead Redemption 2, but we do know that John was a part of the Blackwater massacre. John may have struggled deeply with the gang before this, but this moment started a new division between him and Dutch, laying the groundwork for what is to come in his journey. And we begin by the gang getting out of Blackwater heading up into the mountains and arriving in Chapter 1. We start Chapter 1 with one of the most important parts of John's life, Abigail Roberts.
Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
The first time we really meet Abigail Roberts, she is desperately worried about John Marston. John has gone scouting ahead of the group, but nobody's seen him
In two days.
Your John will be fine.
It's easy to pass Arthur being reluctant to go find John as some brotherly love, but this moment shows something else. Arthur is still a little bit mad about John leaving, and he thinks he'll do it again. However, Javier decides to go with Arthur to go find John.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
In our first high-stakes mission, we are looking around for John. This is one of the most iconic missions in the game, and I can't help but feel when I play it again how important it is.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
Our first introduction into John Marston in the entire universe of Red Dead Redemption is a beaten down, bloodied man who just fended off a bunch of wolves and is now left stranded on a mountain, only for the ones that are loyal to him to come and find him and bring him back. That is how we meet John Marston.
Thank you both.
We see that John has people around him that care, people that are willing to go into the unknown and put themselves in danger for him. Over the next few days, we get some interesting dialogue between Arthur, Dutch, John, and Abigail. We also meet John's son.
Mind away, Reverend. You're still here then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Want me to come?
Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
He's seen me now. Or what's left of me.
John Marston is obviously loved by the gang, but I think it's also obvious that he's sort of a scoundrel, and the gang is kind of irritated by him.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it.
For a lot of people, including myself, this is the first introduction into John Marston's life that we've ever had. And we are left with a couple of main points. 1, John Marston left the gang, and Arthur heavily criticizes him for it. 2, Abigail Roberts deeply cares about John, but is very worried about him. And 3, John has a son, and we're not really sure on the relationship between the son and the father at this moment. As John heals, we load him up into the caravan, we exit Coulter, come down from the mountains, and enter Chapter 2.
Come on, Hosea. This place is perfect.
And although we don't see John heal as much in this chapter as we did in Chapter 1, we do hear one thing from Dutch.
It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
John, Bill, come here.
The next time we see John in Chapter 2, he's fully healed up. Kieran Duffy decides to talk about the O'Driscolls a little bit, and Arthur brings John along. While John is put in charge of Kieran, we get some interesting dialogue on the way.
How you holding up, John?
Fine. Still ain't right, but I'm fine.
You damn well should be after all that bed rest.
Hey, all right. Abigail wouldn't let me up. You know her. She won't be reasoned with.
Well, when you was having a failure of reason, hiding behind your woman, we were getting shot at.
And I'd do the same for you, if you was in a bad way.
I hope so, but I fear you don't know how to help anyone, except in yourself.
This is why you're an O'Driscoll, O'Driscoll. You're out to survive. We're out to live. Free. Coleman's a sneak thief and a killer. Dutch is more like a teacher.
As we enclose on Colm, we get to see John and Arthur in action and see how their strategic minds blend together.
Dunner on the log. What are we doing about him?
Take him quiet, Marston.
Okay.
Don't run away from me!
Marston and the others do a pretty good job, and this is the first time we really see a good strategic ambush. However, Colm is not there.
What cash?
Yeah, there's usually some cash.
The next time that we see John Marston in a big way, he comes up with a plan. And here we get to see a little bit more of his strategic thinking.
You know, stopping a train, pain in the ass.
Sure, but what if we could force a train to stop?
Well, of course.
We get a wagon full of something flammable, oil. Put it on the tracks. They see it. They know they either have to stop or die. Ain't no train driver wants to be cooked alive.
That is kind of brilliant.
So we're doing it?
Yeah, we're gonna need ammunition, guns, real frightening, and some dynamite to open up the train.
I'll get the supplies. Gotta head into town for Abigail anyway. Don't even ask.
In this mission, we can see John completely take over the reins of the plans. And in doing so, he calls out Arthur for falling behind.
You never got us that oil wagon, did you?
I'm sorry, I clean forgot.
Well, don't worry. It's taken care of. Otherwise, we'd miss that train.
Thank you.
You're still interested in the job, ain't you?
Yes, but I think we'll need another man. I like Charles Smith for this kind of thing.
I'll get him. You meet us at the wagon when you can. There's an old burnout shack up near the border north of a place called Dewberry Creek. We stashed it there.
Thank you.
See, Arthur, even you make mistakes sometimes.
Sometimes.
And now that we've started to see John's tough side, his strategic mind, and a little bit more of his relationship with Arthur, we gain some insight into his family life. We see John walking away from Abigail, and Abigail calls us over, and she asks us to do this.
Can I ask you a favor?
Probably not.
Very funny. Would you do something with Jack? He seems kind of down. All this upheaval can't have been easy on the poor kid.
Why? Because I'm your preferred nursemaid?
Because he likes you and, well, you know his father's useless.
At this moment, it's clear that John Marston is not the father nor the partner that he needs to be.
I'm gonna use some cheese.
Cheese?
Smellier the better. Now, cast your line. Swing the rod back over your shoulder and bring it forward in a smooth motion.
After we're done fishing, the Pinkertons come up to confront us. They're describing Arthur right now, but it can be applied to John as well.
You've read the files. Typical case. Orphan street kid seduced by that maniac's silver tongue and matures into a degenerate murderer.
I don't think that either are degenerate murderers, but it is a testament to how both of them grew up. After telling Dutch about the Pinkertons, we go visit John for the train heist.
What are you doing here, kid?
I'm coming, John. On the job.
I said you weren't coming.
But our boy Sean McGuire has decided to come along.
Can't wait to slit some bastard's throat.
You sure about this?
No. It's on. Gentlemen, you find a good spot, Wolfman?
Yeah. Follow the trail southwest.
Mr. Marston? Mr. Smith? Mr. McGuire? Ha! Get over there. When she slows, order.
And you?
I'm gonna make sure she slows.
We see John and Arthur terrorize everyone on the train, but it doesn't last long.
Okay, in the back.
Marston, Smith, get ready.
You can't come out the train now, do you hear? Freeze there.
This whole train robbery mission goes incredibly wrong, and it leads both Arthur and John to suspect that they were set up.
Was that a setup? Law turned up real fast.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm starting to get nervous.
Think they followed us from Blackwater?
Maybe. They found me already near Horseshoe, but I think this lot was just locals.
I hope so. I'm gonna head into Valentine, see if I can get something started there.
Good idea.
After we brush off the train mission, we get to have a front row seat on how these two work together just one-on-one. We go to Valentine, and we begin planning.
How's the scar?
I heal pretty fast.
Lucky you. So you just lazing about, or you got any leads?
I got something. You see them?
Sure. Well, you see yourself as a shepherd now?
Maybe.
Well, where exactly are we going?
Collect something. Help us get some sheep.
You know, that attempt to seem all enigmatic and interesting, that might work for Dutch, but for you, just makes you look stupid.
Over time, and especially in this mission, we get to see how long these two have actually been working with each other. And when discussing the money from Blackwater, we get an interesting insight into what they think about Dutch Vanderlyn, their very own mentor and father figure.
Dutch says a lot. That's his gift. Saying things.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean by that?
I was a prize pony once. Now I'm the workhorse. Listen, Dutch is... well, you was at that thing in Blackwater. We already seen Pinkertons here. New century's coming. This life, this way, well, we're the last, I reckon. And we ain't long for it.
And that's the way it goes, I guess.
For me, yes.
We get a sniper and start heading out towards our target. And on the way, we get some heated discussion between Arthur and John about each other's personal lives.
I ain't the one taking Jack on fishing trips.
No, you ain't.
Besides the personal life banter, this mission shows how these two think. This is just them, and it was John's idea. How they go about this, how they go about selling these sheep, is a true insight into their mode of operations.
Fine sheep.
They're okay. I've seen ones with less ambiguity about their provenance.
A lot less.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, you give me 25% kickback, and I won't say nothing to nobody.
Everything all right here?
Excuse me?
Sure, I'll excuse you for 25%.
Do you want me to put another hole in your head?
Folks swing for rustling livestock. 25%.
15.
20.
18.
Done.
Shortly after this, we go to the bar, where we find Dutch and Strauss. Arthur and Dutch sit down for a drink, and John gets kidnapped.
We'll make sure there ain't no funny business.
Of course.
Gentlemen.
Drink to your good health.
Thank you.
Vanderland! Get out here before I have these men killed! What do you think?
You start spinning the yarn. When I think the moment's right, I'll make a
I
move.
got where I am by letting
Why
scum
not?
like you rob from me! Vanderland, you're done! Deal with this nonsense. Please, gentlemen, this is a terrible mistake. This is a case of mistaken identity. What is worse than admonishing a man for the sins of another? Shoot somebody, will you?
We make quick work of Leviticus Cornwall and his goons, and we slowly realize it's time to get out of town.
Sure. We can't stick around after this.
Let's go!
With the law and other forces coming up on us, we go to Clements Point, Chapter 3.
Oh, it'll be perfect for us. Hello, Arthur!
Dutch?
This chapter is where John Marston's story really picks up, and he's tested in ways we have not seen before.
Put everyone to work! Make this place a home!
We really get to see John Marston's intellect shine in Chapter 3. See, here we deal with the Braithwaites and the Greys, and we get to see just how tricky John is with several of the guardsmen here. It's really interesting to see how he maneuvers these situations, and it's foreshadowing for how tricky he can get later in the story. John Marston makes a deal with the Greys. Him and Arthur are gonna steal the Braithwaites' prized horses and sell them for $5,000. The three of them make them onto the grounds, and John does the talking to get in.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're here to see about some horses.
Horses?
Yeah, we had an appointment with Mr. Braithwaite, I believe.
Yeah, I never heard about any of this.
Our partner wanted to make a significant investment in some stables down here. But perhaps we should look elsewhere.
Well, okay then. Let's head on up to the stables.
John convinces the guards to let them in, and they go down to the
will come see
stables and start talking to the stable master.
Fine horses, I mean.
I don't get you, friend.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
This one's,
As always, Arthur has a way with words.
Okay, bandana's on. Don't need nobody recognizing us.
John and Arthur are quickly spotted, and the men have to hightail it out of there.
What are you doing?
Let's go, quick!
Get going, you two!
What the hell you do? Guards by that wagon!
They're sending out!
There's a gap in the fence. We can get out that way. See if we can get rid of them in the trees.
What you boys want?
Heard you pay good prices for horses.
And they do, but something goes wrong here, and John has to step up and start negotiating.
I know these horses. They ain't yours, but I like you, and I'd give you 650 for them.
I was told we could get up to $5,000 for them.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears. Only it ain't true. Not one little bit.
But
I like you boys, but I ain't got more than 700 on me. You want it, or you want to ride them fellers into town, and maybe someone there'll hang you?
We're gonna need more than that.
I ain't got no more money, Pop. Here, take it or leave it. Uh-huh.
all right.
You goddamn fool, Marston.
Ain't no one round here got $5,000, boys, but nice meeting you.
And while John and Arthur are learning about the horse trade, something else has been happening right under their noses. Something that is going to not only challenge John, but the entire gang.
Have you seen the boy, Jack?
No.
Where's my goddamn son? Where is he? Where's my son? They took him, didn't they? They took my son.
Who took him?
We think the Braithwaite woman took him.
Oh.
Kieran saw a couple of fellows sound like Braithwaite boys.
Where's my son? If anything, where is my son, Dutch Vander Linde?
We will find him, we will bring him back to you, and we will kill any fool that had the temerity to touch one hair on that boy's head. Abigail, you have my word.
Just get me back my son.
The Braithwaites have taken Jack Marston, and the gang saddles up to start one of the most iconic missions in the game that centers around the Marston family. Before, we've only seen John really tested as an outlaw, but here, he's tested as a father.
What about the gold?
Who gives a damn about the gold? They got Jack.
John and the gang start to head over to the Braithwaite Manor. This is one of the few times in the game where all of the men go on a mission together.
All right, everyone, dismount and come to me. Come on, let's get this done. John, you sure you're okay?
Like I said, I'm fine. I'm gonna let fly at those sons of bitches.
John, I need you to stay calm. We've come for the boy. You must have known we would.
Shouldn't have messed with our business now, should you?
If you ain't gonna be civilized about this. You want me to kill you too, old woman?
You bastards!
Where's the boy?
I never liked you.
Why'd you take the boy, Mrs. Braithwaite?
You stole my
Boys are off
liquor.
limits.
You stole my horses. Ain't no rules in war, mister.
Matthews.
Yes, that's it.
Where's the boy?
My sons gave him to Angelo Bronte. So my guess is Saint Denis.
The Braithwaites give John Marston's child to Angelo Bronte in Saint Denis. This is a monumental moment in the story. This moment has a butterfly effect that leads to the downfall of the gang itself.
It's gonna work out, John. It's gonna work out. Listen to Dutch.
Now, I don't expect you to understand this, but I have never been more proud of you than I am right now, brother. You're doing the right thing.
If I don't get that boy back safe, she'll kill us all.
I know, but looking at this logically, well, that boy is fine. They took him to scare us. Nobody takes a boy to harm him.
He's right, John.
What do you think, Arthur?
The boy will be fine. But, well, of course Marston scared rotten. I mean, we killed all those people. We stirred up all that trouble. For nothing.
No, not for nothing. For living.
John Marston says one of the most important lines in this moment.
And who are you?
Rip Van Winkle.
The Pinkertons find their way into the camp, and they start to threaten Dutch. They try to take him away. Being loyal to Dutch, they don't even budge, but they are aware they need to move on.
I know a big old house, hidden in the swamps outside Saint Denis. I'm sure they'll find us eventually, but it should buy us a few days.
A few days is all we need. You and Arthur, ride out to make sure no one else has moved in. John, we'll get Jack back, and we'll get going. Rest of you, get packing!
John Marston rides with Arthur towards Shady Belle. He talks about being skeptical about the entire gang, Dutch, and has concern for his son.
I don't even know what to think no more.
Just gotta keep our cool. Be smart about this.
Smart? Are you joking? We made too much noise once again. We drew them right to us. I mean, how many people we killed the past few weeks?
Far too many.
It's Dutch playing his games. Hosea, too. Getting involved with those two families. Master con men working their magic.
You can hear John call out every single member of the gang, especially Dutch and Hosea. He voices his opinions about how the entire gang is operating, how they've killed a bunch of people lately, and how the plan seems to be really fuzzy. He's worried about his kid, and he's starting to question everything, but it shows that he still trusts Arthur Morgan.
Lots changed.
I sometimes wonder if things was ever the way we remembered them. I treated Jack bad. Abigail, too. I didn't want to believe he was mine. You know, when I was lost on that mountain after Blackwater, part of me thought I could just leave again and no one would ever know.
But some wolves thought otherwise. Look, you're here now, and this spot we're going to, it's close to Saint Denis.
Things are heating up for the gang, and John is thinking about his life now more than ever. And we get closer to Saint Denis in Chapter 4.
We got fine living.
During these next couple of missions, you do a few things with Dutch as Arthur. And all of these missions, including just scouting out the area, all lead back to the main mission that we're on, getting John Marston's son back. We meet John Marston and Dutch in Saint Denis, a little bit further along in the chapter. We located where Jack is. He's in the hands of Angelo Bronte, and we've located his mansion. When I was first playing this, I was absolutely stunned that the game was going here. I was told that this was a Western game, but now it feels like we're in the mob's territory.
Chi sono sti buffoni?
Sono qui per Picciotto.
Coi soldi?
Why do you take his son?
Excuse me.
I said, why did you take his son?
Over the next couple minutes, we start introducing ourselves into Angelo Bronte's world, a moment that again would have a butterfly effect. Earlier in the chapter, we destroyed some of the liquor business around Saint Denis. Angelo Bronte and the Braithwaites were both connected to this, and that is why Angelo Bronte has John's son. However, during this meeting, Dutch hits it off with Bronte.
You twist words, you lie shamelessly, you think you are better than everyone else. Ti adoro. Date davvero sti uomini. Angelo Bronte.
Dutch Vanderlyn. Arthur Morgan.
The pleasure is mine.
John Marston.
All mine, please.
So, can my friend have his son?
Of course, of course. You perform a simple job for me, and you get your son back.
What is it?
A couple of people have taken to grave robbing in this cemetery.
Well, that is a fine place for it, the best.
I love this guy. I love you. See, they've taken not only to desecrating the dead, but they've done so without paying a tribute to the living. Thing is, they see my men, of course they're on a mile, so maybe you two head off, huh? And you, Mr. Vander Linde, you tell me more about my manners.
Arthur and John have to go to the cemetery. This is the mission where we risk our lives to save Jack Marston, confronting grave robbers in the night. And we get this conversation while we ride there.
That poor kid. I ain't been a good father to him. I hope he's okay.
He'll be fine.
John and Arthur go into the graveyard of Saint Denis in search of the grave robbers. But what they find and what they're confronted with turns into an all-out massacre.
Well, looks like someone's been here.
Get in cover. I hear something in there.
You boys found my puppies, watch it! Damn it!
Hey, Mr. Bronte!
We sure picked the right night for it. Let's get after them. All right, now let's find their stash. Gotta be around here someplace.
Got it.
Good. Now let's get out of here.
We get what we came here for, and we head back to Angelo Bronte. There, we get Jack Marston back. This is a turning point for John Marston. He's starting to go out of his way for his son and embrace being a father.
Well, you took your time.
Where's your host?
Like I said, you took your time.
I'm glad to see you.
Let's get going. What a fine man. Hey, friend, thank Mr. Bronte for everything.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And I think what happens next makes John question himself, how he's been acting, and his role as a father in general.
Papa Bronte said you'd come for me.
I'm sorry.
What for?
For that. For taking so long.
I had my own room with a big bed and a toy box.
Did they do anything to you?
Have you ever had spaghetti?
What's that?
Papa Bronte teach me lots of Italian words.
Don't call him that, please.
As a man who left his family behind and his gang, these words are hitting John like a freight train. And it's making him realize if he doesn't step up as a father, his son might view someone else as one. But that's not all that happens.
Abigail! We got you, your son, everything.
We got him!
Mama!
He's fine!
I'm fine, Mama. They fed me good. Italian. Did you ever eat that?
Come here, you silly boy. You got him. You got my son back. Dutch, Arthur, thank you. Thank you. I got my son back!
Jack!
Jack Marston wasn't the only person that John left back in the day when he took a year off for himself. He also left Abigail. It's possible that the gears are starting to turn in John Marston's head, that he's starting to look for something else. Not an outlaw life, not a life with the gang, but a life with his family. It's these moments that lay the groundwork for the John Marston that we see later, the John Marston that changes.
We got Jack back!
Well, the boy's safe, thank goodness.
Thank you, Arthur. I don't know how to say it. Thank you.
I understand. Come on. Do as Dutch says. Go be with your family.
A while after we get Jack back, Dutch gets a thirst for vengeance, and we find ourselves in the swamp, heading to Bronte's mansion.
The way you boys got up preparing for a killing.
I'm sorry I wasted my life trying to teach you boys. Love you though I do.
Well, leaving love aside, you think we got this?
Don't you never leave love aside, Arthur. It's all we got.
Let's go. Head to the house! We got more inside!
After what Angelo Bronte did to the gang, we blow through all of his security, get into his house, find him in his bedroom, and Arthur and John take care of him.
Okay. I'm sorry, friend. No, name your price. Name your price. Every man have a price. Okay. No, I surrender.
Should we kill him?
Here, John Marston asks if we should kill Angelo Bronte. I think it's important to see this from his side. Angelo Bronte is the man who bought his own son. It would only make sense for him to ask that. But John Marston's not just a savage killer, and we can see that with a scene coming up.
You're pathetic.
Well, I am. What are you gonna say now?
They are even bigger fools than you.
No doubt.
The law will find you. Already, the dogs are on the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. You are so right. They are good at smelling filth, huh? So filth has got to be disposed of. Your friends, the Pinkertons, are gonna come and rescue you. You repulsive little maggot. Call them now. You call them.
Jesus. Part of your philosophy books cover feeding a fella to a goddamn alligator, Dutch.
The part that covers weakness. That part. I don't know. Well, I do. It ain't nice. I know it. But it is us or him.
John Marston is still loyal to the gang, but he's growing skeptical of Dutch. Even from the ferry back in Blackwater, but now it's even worse. He's starting to question the ethics of the gang. He's starting to question his outlaw life, and with his growing concerns about Jack and Abigail, the gears are starting to turn in an entirely different way. Our next mission with John is the St. Denis bank heist, and here the story starts to show how frustrated Dutch is with John.
Have a modicum of faith, John, will you please? Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hold-up! Open the vault, come on!
The plan was that Abigail and Hosea made a distraction, but while getting into the vaults, John sees that we have trouble. They look outside, and John sees this.
Come out! It's over!
Shit. Abigail.
Dutch! Get out here! Get out here now!
Someone must have squealed.
Never should have gone after Bronte, Dutch.
Mr. Milton?
Abigail and Hosea get captured by the Pinkertons, and the law force surrounds the building. All hell breaks loose while the gang tries to fight their way out of this.
God damn it! I said this was a bad idea! Hold them! Arthur, come on! What if they got Abigail? That bastard would have shot... Where are you? Arthur, come on! Where's Abigail?
John has come a long way from leaving the gang before the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. With Abigail in the hands of the Pinkertons and them taking care of Hosea, John is likely feeling incredible adrenaline right now.
Arthur, climb up to the roof and cover us!
Here we still see John, but John doesn't have Abigail. We go up to the roof and we find out this.
Arthur! We lost John. Killed? Arrested. I couldn't help.
Well, we better go. We'll be next.
When I first played through this, I just brushed this off as John getting arrested. I now see that John was probably going after Abigail and trying to find her before he left. So it seems like right now, Abigail is also arrested. So we are left to go over the roofs and without John eventually go into the boat and start our journey to Guarma.
John, Lenny. Jose, that wasn't good.
I know. So what are we gonna do now?
The Guarma level happens without John, so we'll skip ahead to when Arthur comes back to the mainland and finds the rest of the crew.
Arthur's here!
Arthur! Oh, you're alive.
Just about.
Come inside. Come on, it's raining. Hey, everybody, look who's here.
How y'all doing? Hey, old man, wake up.
Hey, Arthur, they got John.
Good to see you.
Yeah, he got arrested.
He ain't hung yet?
Not yet. They moved him to Sisika. He's been working on a chain gang.
We get news that John was indeed arrested and that Abigail and Jack are all right. John is presumed to be on a chain gang in Sisika. It's right then that the Pinkertons somehow find the gang's hideout. We have a shootout with them and we barely survive.
You saved us, Arthur.
Oh, me and Bill and Sadie.
You okay, son?
Sure.
We ain't been back for more than a few days.
What next, Dutch?
We just need some time. I need some time.
Abigail asks Dutch to save John. However, Dutch doesn't seem to care about saving John.
What are you gonna do about John, Dutch?
John?
He's in jail.
We'll get him. Abigail, just not yet.
There's talk of hanging him.
It's not gonna come to that.
Dutch!
Not now, Mercer. Not now.
I'm begging you to. They're gonna hang him. It'll break the boy's heart. Please, do something.
We will. Okay. I'm gonna go figure out how we rescue this bastard.
Now?
Yes, now. Give me a Doyle's Tavern on Million Avenue.
Okay.
With the bank robbery going bad, we leave Shady Belle, stop at the Lakay hideout, and enter Beaver Hollow, our final destination for the story. Here, a lot of things happen. We start to see Arthur have a lot more trouble, but Sadie reminds us that we need to get back to our mission, find out where John is. So we meet up with her in Saint Denis, and she sends us on one of the most iconic missions in the game.
Well, I figure before we do anything, we need to make sure John's even still at this prison. Mr. Bullard!
Ah, Mrs. Adler! It's good to see you. Good to see you.
This is my friend I told you about, Mr. Morgan.
Ah, yes, Arturo Bullet. Okay, here goes nothing.
We do find John, but at the cost of almost losing Sadie. The prison sees us hovering over, they start shooting, and we find Sadie Adler in danger.
Will there be more trouble, sir?
I expect so.
Let's get out of here!
Hold on.
Sadie and Arthur fight off the surrounding forces, then start planning on what to do next.
Bastard's gonna swing. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Closely followed by Marston!
You saw him?
Yes, in the fields.
It's best just the two of us go.
The two of us is all there is, anyhow.
Good, because two is all we'll need. I'll get us a boat, a little one, and we'll sneak in and get him out of there.
We head over to get on a boat to Sisika, in which Abigail really wants to go.
Abigail, you ain't coming, that's the end of the matter.
But nothing! It'll be quicker and easier with just the two of us. Plus, John will be calmer without worrying about you.
Once we head over to the island, we try to locate where John is. But we quickly find out that he's not working out in the fields. So Arthur does the only logical thing.
Where's John Marston?
He ain't in the work detail today.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go and get him together. Got him and gonna kill him. Unless you bring me John Marston. Right now. You got 1 minute. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. Milliken, is it?
Yes, sir.
Will you count for me? I got talking to do.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. From 1 or 4?
Oh,
sir?
very funny. No, we must be at 11 by now.
11, 12, 13.
Faster.
14, 15,
Now hurry up! Well, this poor fool's gonna get his brains shot out. And over what? For nothing. Milliken, don't stop counting. I can't hear you.
Hurry up and bring that asshole out here, you bastards! Come on!
It's one thing to have best friends. It's another thing to have a best friend to bail you out of jail.
Today's your lucky day. Let's go!
Let's clear these and make a run for it! That one nearly got you!
You ain't the first man out here!
Okay,
You always seem to need rescuing, Marston.
Nice to see you, Arthur.
There's some fellas coming here. Don't look too friendly. We best get out of here.
Come on, boys, let's move! I'll row. You shoot.
Seriously?
Let me. You're a better shot.
All right, fine. You just relax and enjoy yourself, John. Leave the real work to them as can still handle it.
Thanks.
Keep them off us.
Turn that gun around, or we will die.
Thanks for the hospitality, boys!
We get Marston out of jail and get back to shore. John Marston has to go back to camp, so we have to face the reality of what Dutch is going to say to John, and what Dutch is going to say to Arthur and Sadie.
So what the hell happened in Saint Denis? Is Abigail all right?
She's fine. Jack is too. She managed to escape when they got Hosea.
Hosea? That still don't seem real, somehow. All them years. Arthur, he was like family.
Yeah, we lost young Lenny, too.
No. What a goddamn mess. And then
You can tell how much John cares about the gang by these responses on what happened. He's confused, he's sad, and he's almost reluctant to ask about what happened to the money. We catch him up on our side of the story and head back to camp.
It's a long story, but things ain't been good, John.
You're telling me?
I should warn you, Dutch didn't want us breaking you out. Said it wasn't the right time, so might not be the hero's welcome you're imagining.
So much for no man left behind. I can't stop thinking about this. In the bank, when they grabbed me, he saw it. Felt almost like he had a moment to do something and didn't.
Dutch ain't himself right now.
The gang is falling apart, and Dutch isn't the leader that he used to be. And the only thing he has left to trust in is Sadie, Arthur, and his family.
You brought him back to me.
We told you we would.
John! What are you doing here?
Good to see you too, partner.
I meant I hadn't sent for you yet.
I will.
But I said that.
Yeah, I know what you said. I felt different.
Is that so? I had a goddamn plan! John, you are my brother. You are my son. I was coming for you.
They was talking of hanging me, Dutch.
They was talking. They was talking. And now they may come and hang us all.
This is an astronomical moment for both John and Arthur. It's going to be very, very hard for them to trust Dutch with their lives in the future. In the past, they were sure that Dutch would help them out, as he did Micah when he was in jail. He put Arthur's life in jeopardy for Micah, but he wasn't able to do the same for John. And John, Arthur, and Abigail are very much aware of that. We do a lot of things as Arthur Morgan in this chapter, but once we catch up with John Marston, we're sent on a mission to destroy the bridge. And as if it's all culminating to this point, we get one of the most interesting and groundbreaking conversations between Arthur and John. At this point, Arthur knows that he's on the way out. Arthur knows that the gang is splitting up, and Arthur knows the truth about Dutch. But John's been away, and it's time for Arthur to set John on a path that he will not return from.
I had a lot of time to think in that jail, and feel like I just don't know Dutch no more.
You ain't the only one.
And this plan to get us out, it just feels... I don't know.
Like he's stringing us along, I know.
Killing in cold blood, revenge, we all do bad things, but he seems to enjoy it now. It's like he just wants to create more enemies, more chaos.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I love Dutch. He saved me a long time ago, but... I feel like in Saint Denis, when I got arrested, maybe he could have done something.
I feel like you should take your woman and child and get lost.
Do you?
You could give something to Jack. It's that or... Well, I don't see no way out of this.
What about loyalty?
Be loyal to what matters.
What are you gonna do?
I'll be okay, but do it, for me. It would make me feel good, if that makes any sense.
A little, but...
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
With probably one of the heaviest conversations between John and Arthur just being said, we go out onto the bridge, lower the TNT, and as the gang is being destroyed, we destroy the bridge.
Well, I guess old Dutch got all the smoke he wants.
Before we go back, though, we do have one of the most important conversations in the game.
Like I said, John, when the time comes, you go.
What about loyalty to everything?
You've been loyal. I've been loyal. Look what that caused. You know, all that ever mattered to me was loyalty. It was all I knew. It's all I ever believed in. Well, not anymore, John. Soon, you gotta go. Go. Don't look back.
I'll think about it.
I've done a lot of thinking. Look at us. Out here risking our necks, and for what exactly? For an idea that don't work no more.
How you mean?
You know just what I mean. You got a family. You need cash. You need to start building a life for yourself. Me? I need a vacation. And Dutch has all the money for safekeeping.
You know something? Abigail thinks she might know where some of that money is.
Well, you tell her she better make sure. And then come talk to me. And we'll find out just who and what we should be loyal to.
With bombshells like this, it really sets in stone just how far John Marston has come. We are witnessing the change of a man who ran from his responsibilities, who is now taking up the responsibility of his family and facing the reality that what he has grown up with just doesn't work anymore. However, the tension between Arthur and Dutch, and Arthur insisting that John goes away with his family, might have put a target on John Marston's back.
You know, the women and the children. And John and his family. I'm afraid I have to insist. I mean, we gotta let them go, because if the Pinkertons come through again, they will kill everyone.
John? Insist?
Yeah. Insist.
It's at this point in the game where the gloves are starting to come off. Dutch does not trust Arthur anymore, and Arthur and John see right through Dutch. And we get some more interesting dialogue between John and Arthur.
He insists upon it. Insists.
Dutch was getting even sloppier than we thought.
Are Abigail and Jack ready to leave?
I think so.
Okay. Well, whatever happens with this job today, wherever Dutch and them go next, we're getting you the hell out of here. We're going to get you the money you need. Knowing the three of you got out, well,
Maybe all of this will still mean something.
John and Arthur are hell-bent on getting John and his family out of that situation, but we have to help Dutch rob a train first. The plan starts with John and Arthur boarding in the back of the train, but we totally miss the train when it comes into Saint Denis and we have to ride after it. And thus begins a very clumsy train heist.
How you doing, man, Arthur? I'm okay. Just like the old days, huh?
The train heist got off to a bad start, but it's getting even worse.
Train's on fire! Come on! We can't get through the smoke!
And as the risk of something going completely wrong increases, the gang pushes forward.
Get going, Bill! All right, let's get back on there. Come on, Arthur, now! Uncouple that cash before it blows us all up! On it!
Arthur and John are gearing up to give a final blow to the people attacking them, but it's right then that something goes viciously wrong.
Get on!
John Marston is shot, and he falls off the train. We really have no idea what happened to him. We continue on with the mission, start the Gatling gun.
Man the gun, Arthur! I'll go stop the train! Stop the train? Whatever you do, do not stop the train! You secure up ahead, but keep us moving! I'll deal with that patrol when they come through.
Shit! We got a lot of riders on our tail!
I see him!
Finally blow open the vault of the train, get the goods, and jump off right in time before the bridge.
Jesus. We're alive. Just about. Well, let's move. Where's John?
I tried.
He didn't make it. That patrol killed him. We had to run.
Come on, let's go. Before another patrol turns up.
Ha! Ha!
And just like that, John Marston was dead. And we follow Dutch and the rest of his gang running away. And we come across something that stops us dead in our tracks.
Agent Milton and his men took her to Van Horn to be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son.
As an audience member, this moment is a final reveal of Micah's true character, how much sway he has over Dutch, and how much Dutch does not care. Dutch plans to leave Jack Marston an orphan, while thinking that John is dead and Abigail is in jail.
It ain't like that.
What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. Micah, it pains me to say it, Arthur, but he's right.
Dutch!
Come on, boys.
Yeah!
Well, I guess that's that then. All them goddamn years.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go get her. You and me is all we need.
Miss Tilly. Here. Take this. You take this money, too.
In one of the most heroic moments of the game, Arthur Morgan gives Tilly the money, says a few words to Jack, and asks Sadie to ride with him.
You live a good life now, you hear?
All right, Arthur. I'll miss...
Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Jack, come here. Be brave, son. I'm gonna go get your mama.
And that is exactly what we do. We cover Sadie from the lighthouse as she gets into the Van Horn trading post.
Milton, where are you? There you are, you bastard. Milton, I guess we're gonna have to talk this out like gentlemen.
As he's breaking Abigail free, he's confronted by Mr. Milton. In my other videos, I've covered this moment quite extensively. Mr. Milton talks about how Micah was the rat, and Molly O'Shea never said a word. Arthur is pinned and starts fighting for his life. And just when it looks like Arthur is about to lose, Abigail comes to the rescue. Abigail Roberts has had a huge impact on the story from front to back, and we owe it to Abigail for saving Arthur. But now, sadly, we have to deliver the news to Abigail about what happened with John.
Where's John?
I don't... I think...
Arthur.
He...
What?
He got killed or he got captured.
No.
I'm really sorry.
No!
Abigail, I was on the train and I didn't see it.
No!
Listen, we got Jack. He's safe. Mrs. Adler will take you to him. But, John, I want you to know this. He loved you. He loved you, and Jack, he did. He wasn't perfect, but he did. Now, you gotta go get that boy.
This moment is deeply impactful because it shows how much Abigail Roberts loves her son and John Marston. But this has driven Arthur to a point beyond vengeance, and he has one more thing to do.
No. You're good women. Good people. The best. You go get that boy. There'll be time for sorrow later.
If you're headed back there, Arthur, take this. I don't need it anymore.
What's that?
There's a chest in them caves, in the back to the left, hidden under a wagon. Dutch's chest. It's all our money. I know John told you I knew where it was.
Abigail Roberts.
Always was a good thief.
That you was. Go on, get out of here.
Arthur leaves Sadie and Abigail, mounts up, rides into camp, confronts Micah, and tells Dutch the truth.
We all need to have a little chat. Black Lung, you're back. Hooray.
You rats. All of you. Seems old Micah was pretty close with Milton.
What the hell are you talking about, cowpoke?
You talked.
That's a goddamn lie.
And right when the tension builds up to the point where everyone's about to blow each other away, a man comes back from the dead.
You left me! You left me to die! My boy. I didn't have a choice. John, I didn't have a choice. Left me!
All of you, you pick your side now because this is over. All them years, Dutch, for this snake.
Oh, be quiet, cowpoke. Be quiet.
As John comes back from the dead, the tables have turned so much that Dutch Vander is pointing both of his guns at John and Arthur.
Javier,
think for yourself. He's lying. He's lying.
Put your guns down!
God damn it! Move! You ready, John?
Yeah. Everyone get down!
With nothing much left to do, we escape with John Marston up into the hills and away from the Pinkertons.
We should have killed him months ago. Keep going! Arthur, you go up first.
Abigail. Abigail's safe. So's Jack.
Where are they?
It was Sadie at Copperhead Landing.
Thank you, brother.
I want you to not look back. Like I said.
John Marston took a year hiatus from his family, but in this moment, we have a choice. He can either go back for the money or move on with his family and create a new life. And John says himself that he has to go with his family, so he leaves the decision up to Arthur.
Well, what about the money? Abigail gave me the key.
I head down there, I'm dead in 5 minutes. I got a family. That's more important.
Maybe you're right, but...
You want the money? You head down. I gotta go to my family.
I'm coming with you. I'm gonna get you out of this bullshit if it's the last goddamn thing I do.
Thank you. Ah, shit! Let's go! We need to find higher ground. Don't worry about them. They'll just be going back for the money. We need to get the hell out of here! Let's get up this cliff.
Here you go.
Come on, Arthur. Keep pushing. Let's go! All right, Arthur, come on, let's go.
You go.
Keep pushing, Arthur.
No, I think I've pushed all I can.
Come on.
You go.
We ain't got time for this, not now.
We ain't both gonna make it. Go. Now, I'll hold them off. It would mean a lot to me. Please. There ain't no more time for talk. Go.
Arthur.
Go to your family.
Arthur!
Get the hell out of here and be a goddamn man.
You're my brother.
I know. I know. God damn you bastards!
I just played the epilogue from Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think the story of American Venom is underrated. I hear so much talk about the epilogue being boring, but here is why I think the story of John Marston taking his revenge on Micah, getting what Arthur sacrificed himself for, and avenging the gang is not only great, but needed. This took weeks to edit, so sit back, relax, and let me tell you the story of John Marston's revenge.
You up ahead. Who's there?
We start our story off in the snow as a shadowy figure appears.
Micah.
It's Micah Bell.
Gentlemen.
To many, Micah Bell is the reason why the Vanderlyn gang split up. He is the character of the story that is known in the community to be pure evil and irredeemable. But I'm gonna be honest, in my first playthrough of the game, when we meet him, I kinda thought that he was going to turn out to be a good friend, especially in scenes like this.
All I see is you, me, a river full of dead O'Driscolls, and a lockbox. I'd say we're golden here, Morgan.
But it's clear from so many instances that Micah was in the gang for self-survival. He makes so many calls for the gang that were reckless, not only including Blackwater, but the bank robbery.
You shoot the lot of them, if it ain't a trap, that's slim chance. Chances.
And some of the decisions that Micah feeds Dutch heavily impact the story and lead to the loss of some of the most beloved characters. It's interesting that we are surprised by the way things turn out looking back. I suppose for myself, the really crucial part of Micah's story is how incredible he is at convincing Dutch that he is loyal to Dutch. With a leader that is skeptical of the loyalty of members that have been in the gang for years, Micah, who puts on a fake display of unbridled loyalty, has a huge advantage of influence. He is able to talk into Dutch's ear and to turn the tide ever so slightly. This influence can be best displayed at the end of the game when Arthur is sacrificing himself so John and his family can have a better life. He fights Micah and Dutch shows up. And I think just for a moment, all of the betrayal and misjudgment comes back to Dutch, and he's at a loss and he doesn't know what to do.
I gave you all I had. I did.
But in the end, he can't fight his own nature.
Let's go, buddy. We made it.
After what most of us have deemed the greatest gaming experience ever made, we are left with the epilogue. We find ourselves a few years later with the family that Arthur gave his life for: John, Jack, and Abigail.
That was close. Too close. We brought that trouble on ourselves.
By we, you mean me.
It wasn't me who went and shot him.
Seemed like he deserved shooting.
I'm sure he did. But I've been thinking, ain't it about time you stop being the man making them decisions?
I think the first conversation that we hear really sets the tone for what we are about to see. We go into Strawberry not to find an enemy, not to get into bar fights, and not to scam the locals, but to find a good, honest job.
Well, then maybe you could run some goods up to Pronghorn Ranch for me.
Fine living.
It is, John. Oh, it is. This is the way to it.
I'll take your word on that.
After what we have witnessed with the climax of the game, the epilogue is like suddenly going from a hot shower to a cold one. Personally had to step away from the game for a bit just to digest and mourn for all that had happened. I remember one night I fell asleep playing and I woke up to Pearson and the gang hollering around the campfire singing songs with Uncle. And now all of that is gone. We have no information on what's happened in those years, or where those people are, or even if they're alive. All we know is that we're here and we need a job. And after delivering the goods to Pronghorn Ranch and showing that we have some use defending the ranch from outside gang members, we are offered not only a job, but a place to stay. There is something important that we see in this ranch other than giving us a chance to cool down after the climax of the main story. We establish a couple of things for our main character John here. We see that he has gone from being unsure if he wants to raise a child to him bonding with Jack, albeit in his own ways, taking him on a horse ride and even racing him. It's great to see, and I loved playing through this.
I beat you! I beat you!
We also see that him and Abigail are in this together, and that John has indeed chosen to become a family man after all. This is important because of the dynamic that is tearing John from his family. This ranch, this job, and this new way of life is almost symbolic of his path forward into making his life with his family a good one. And almost under our noses as we continue to settle from the climax, tensions are rising once again between our new main character and the world around him.
I miss Mr. Pearson.
John Marston, you're such a pig. All right, it's getting late.
It's really fun to see the 180 that John Marston has taken with his family life. However, Pronghorn Ranch isn't the best place for John Marston. David Geddes, the ranch owner, has a rival. Just on the opposite side of the valley lives Abel Atherton. If you thought the O'Driscolls, Vanderlins, and Pinkertons were hardcore, wait till you see what happens between these two.
Lock this door behind me. Don't open it unless you know it's me.
However, as John gets involved, the owner shows his cards.
Oh, don't play coy with me, son. We need your help. I don't care what you used to do or what your name is. This is the land of second chances.
Understood.
Okay.
This is an interesting dynamic. On one hand, protecting the ranch and securing his job means providing for Abigail and Jack, but it comes at the cost of Abigail's approval. We do what's needed of us from Mr. Geddes, and not only defend the ranch, but go over to the Athertons and take care of business, taking our livestock back in the process.
You know that woman of yours got the look of a woman ain't had a real ride in her life. She's gotta make do with some piss-poor stinking farmhand.
Hey, tell her I'll let her in my seats.
What?
Even though Abigail is getting more upset every time John gets into trouble, things seem to be sailing all right despite that. She mentions Beecher's hope for the first time and brings up the possibility that they could live a stable life together. In hindsight, this is probably the first time that any member of the gang has had a real chance at a steady home life. So it's kind of a big deal. But right then, we get asked to go to Strawberry to pick up a parcel for the ranch. And Abigail. But Abigail isn't quite sure whose name it's under. Maybe John Marston, maybe Jim Milton. When I was playing this for the first time, I almost went into a surreal feeling of impending doom. This is kind of like the checkpoint of the epilogue, where it snaps you back into reality and says, hey, we're not just working on a ranch here, there are huge things at stake for John Marston.
Just gonna show him how to drive the wagon a little and save the real exciting realities of adulthood for another day. Here, try it out.
After having a good moment with Jack teaching him how to drive stagecoach, we arrive in Strawberry and we not only have to give our false name, but Abigail's name. And our real name. And it looks like someone may have overheard. This moment gets pretty tense and suddenly feels like the walls may be closing in on John Marston.
John Marston. It's a long story.
Okay. Here, let me help you with this, Mr. Marston.
It's mostly Milton these days. It's a long story.
Whatever you say, Mr. Milton.
John Marston can't outrun the past forever, and a man who overhears him at the post office is following him. This man intercepts John and Jack and asks John if he killed a man in Roanoke Ridge some months before. John denies it, and it's revealed that the killed man in Roanoke Ridge was this man's brother. John claims that the man was trying to rob him, but things get out of hand quickly, and John takes care of him.
You're talking bullshit, mister. Kill him.
It's okay. You're okay.
What? Why? What?
It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
We gun the men down and get back to the ranch. Understandably, Jack doesn't seem to have taken getting shot at all too well. He's visibly and audibly shook up. When we get back to the ranch, Abigail is furious. And for the first time in the epilogue, she refers to Jack as her son.
How is the... What happened?
Yeah. We got shot at.
Shot at? What happened?
Well, we got followed, and then
Followed by who?
probably someone who knew me. If we didn't get to them particulars, I'm sorry.
My son.
As a man, I have to say, at this moment, I knew we'd done screwed up.
Our son!
It was your dress that caused all the problem.
Weren't even a dress. It was a gift for you.
And if we already screwed up, it's safe to say there ain't no going back. We get a telegram from Sadie Adler. This is a big deal because this is the first time that we've heard from any other gang members this entire epilogue. We go back to the cabin to tell Abigail, but find that she's gone and has left a note.
Darling John, a kind lady in the village helped me write this.
She had men problems of her own, but that's a different story. Listen, I've begged you, but it don't seem to make much difference. I've tried everything I know to make you grow up.
John and Abigail have had their complications in the past. John even left Abigail and Jack for a whole year before Red Dead Redemption 2, a period that Arthur called the betrayal. But this is the first time that Abigail has left John.
I hoped you would change. We all saw what happened to them that didn't, but you... Part of you is hell-bent on ending up the same way.
And I love you too much to watch that no more. Abigail.
We open the parcel that Abigail bought us to find a dress shirt. It looks like before leaving that Abigail did in fact believe that John could change and they could have a life together. But those beliefs were stricken down.
What'd she do? Catch you with a showgirl? Or hear about you shooting more fellas over by Strawberry? Just who are you, Jim Milton?
It's interesting to note that the ranch owners know that Jim Milton is a lie, but still offer to help. Well, boys, it's safe to say we done screwed up, and there's only one thing to do when you screwed up, and that's get back to work. I do want to say that this is drastic character development. John has the chance to run and return to his old life. After all, he did abandon Abigail and Jack for more than a year before the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. He went from abandoning them to getting left by Abigail and still working towards her dream life.
Do you believe a man can change, sir?
This decision to stay and work, that's massive character development. And to be honest, I was never that impressed by John Marston, especially in comparison to Arthur. But now, I'm looking forward to seeing what's in the future for him. I think we can say that John Marston has finally arrived. I beat this game on PS4, but I just bought a new computer, and man, I can't get enough of these graphics. They're amazing. We start Epilogue Part 2 a few months later by asking for guidance from the head of the ranch to buy Beecher's Hope. He gives us the cosign, and all we have to do is get rid of some squatters and then sign the lease. I gave the squatters some money because I think John has had a change of heart.
Well, it is you. Well, I thought you was dead.
Thank God Uncle shows up, or else we'd have no direction whatsoever.
You don't have a hope here without a wise hand at the tiller.
Enough of that.
And with Uncle looking over Beecher's Hope, it's time to finally respond to our telegram that we got back at Pronghorn Ranch.
Or what?
Sadie Adler is the girl that we rescued from the house at the beginning of the game. Although we burnt her house down, the O'Driscolls killed her husband, and she has matured into the fury that rains down this side of the Rockies since then.
John Marston!
It is good to see you.
You any interest in bounties?
I've gone straight.
So naturally, John starts bounty hunting.
There's something else.
What?
Micah.
Micah?
I think so. I heard of someone sounded like him. We always said, if we found him...
I know what we said we'd do. That ain't changed.
John has got his land and he's picked up some new friends. It's good to see them, but you have to wonder if John is going to slip back into his old ways. In one scene, we went from an honest ranch hand to a bounty hunter's assistant with an eye on Micah Bell.
On my behalf to West Elizabeth Cooperative Bank in Blackwater. Pay down my loans.
It's interesting to note the characters that are with us so far. It's not just anybody. The first person to interact with Sadie Adler was actually Micah Bell, and through that interaction, her house burned down and she had to go with the gang. And although Uncle does have some comedic relief, he does have deep ties with the rest of the gang and wisdom. Also, Uncle has found rumors of Charles. We find Charles in the Saint Denis fighting rings. Charles is the person that taught Arthur how to use a bow, how to hunt, and later in the story helped him become a more honorable person. We help Charles out of the fighting ring and we escape the city, although things aren't looking too smooth on his end either, so we take him back to the ranch.
One fight.
Evidently.
We hightail it out of Saint Denis, get back to the ranch, and to be honest, Uncle is one of my favorite characters, but in these scenes, he's in rare form.
Good to have the old gang back together again.
Let's just hope things don't turn out like last time.
Here he goes. What'd I tell you, Charles? Boy is as sour as week-old milk. No wonder she didn't stay with you. Not even a retired $2 whore would stay with you. That's the goddamn truth. Now, you used to be decent company, but now you're worse than a snake with a toothache. All he does is whine.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't get all angry. It ain't gonna change nothing. You're hopeless. And I mean that literally. You got no hope. I mean, look at you. Look at this place. Your dream home. The house has gotta go.
While knowing a little bit about what's coming in Red Dead Redemption 1, I was sort of confused by this place that John had. It didn't seem like the Beecher's Hope that I knew, but Rockstar adding this little bit of information where he buys Beecher's Hope when it's run down and then levels it and fixes it is one of those small details that really makes the world feel alive and complete. like we're actually helping John. And knowing that this was Uncle's idea, it just makes it that much better. And now that we've leveled the house, we need two things: money and lumber. So we go hit up Sadie Adler for some more bounty. And with Abigail still out of the loop, I have to say, I really enjoyed the bounty hunting with Sadie Adler. The fights are dynamic, tracking the bounties is interesting, and adds more world building as we go. The little bits of information she says to John while riding together smooth out the story pretty well. The other bounties we've been on have basically just been walking into a town and asking if anyone knows this person. But now we're in a proper hunt, scouting a location and getting choices on how we want to make our kill, and waiting for the dust to settle to strike all stealth-like. It makes for some pretty interesting gameplay, actually.
Can't go around them. You take one of them, I'll take the other.
We get the money from the bounty, we pick up the lumber, and we drive to Beecher's Hope. But we are not so surprisingly stopped and forced to face the consequences of traveling with goods.
Charles, I found the tools.
And I gotta say, this is one of the more scary parts of the epilogue. And who would do this? I think we might run into them soon.
That was fun for them?
No, not that time. Most folk don't usually put up with such a fight.
And just as knocking down the old house is interesting and fun, building John's new home is a great intermission for what's to come. And with the house complete, there's only one thing left to do.
My darling Abigail, I hope you and Jack are doing well. I remain a fool, and I'm sure I shall die a fool. But I'm trying very hard to be something like the man you deserve.
Meanwhile, there's a gang taking up space nearby, the Skinner brothers. And when I say they are deranged, I mean completely crazy. They go through the land skinning not only animals, but humans as well, and put them into different displays on their camps. And this gang has taken a hold of our beloved uncle. Although tempting to let them keep him, it's time to go bring him back.
You're okay, old man.
I look okay.
You look awful. You'll be okay. Those bastards. Looks like we got here just in time. Quick!
This is by far the craziest mission of the epilogue so far, and it's the hardest. But it makes you wonder, is this a good place for John and his family to be at?
Up on the log! Check the sides!
And this is why I like Charles so much. He's a good friend to Arthur, but he's also a good friend to John.
We're gonna be safe here, John. You, your family, you'll all be safe.
I hope so.
And it looks like for our friend here, through hard work and determination, redemption might be on its way.
What the hell? You're...
You always did have that fine way with words.
You doing all right, son?
Sure, Pop. Can I go see the house?
Sure.
Just give him some time. He'll warm up.
If Arthur got his redemption through becoming a better person, John gets his redemption through love. His devotion and hard work towards their future ultimately pays off.
Who's my new rival?
Oh, that's Rufus. He's loyal, dumb, and angry, so he reminded us of you.
That's your idea of a joke, miss?
Sadie Adler stops by the ranch, seeing Abigail for the first time in years. And Abigail lets us go on one more bounty hunting trip. During this bounty, I think we get a crucial bit of information from John while talking to Sadie.
Your bounties or transport work, That's your decision to bring me along or not. But Micah, that's something I gotta do. With or without you, Sadie.
Well, I'm hearing things. A lot of things. Still mostly just whispers, but I think you might be pretty close.
So it looks like things are cooking up with Micah and John, but for now we enjoy the fruits of our labor, spend some time with Abigail and Jack, and take Jack fishing.
What do you think? How you feel?
I don't know. Thanks, Dad.
I told you this was a good fishing spot.
We've gone fishing with Jack one time before, and that was with Arthur. It's nice to see that we are not only enjoying the fruits of our labor, but we are enjoying the fruits of Arthur's sacrifice. Abigail and John have gone through a lot in their relationship. Abigail being a former prostitute that was picked up by the gang and saved, and John being in the gang for his whole life.
How about we take a ride into town? It's been ages since we spent any time together.
It has. Let's go get the wagon.
It really feels like there's something special about these two, and the whole time I was rooting for them. And when it came to finally having a house together, I can't help but say I got a little bit teary-eyed.
Why are you being so courteous?
I don't know. There you go. And after that, we can go get our photo taken?
Yeah, after that we can get our photo taken.
I have to say, John Marston is full of surprises, and this surprised me a lot, but I'm glad to see it. After Abigail gets back, we take her to various parts of the town, including getting our picture taken.
What?
Nothing at all. Tough guy. Gunslinger.
Excuse me?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I just posed.
Shut up. Come on in. A mystery awaits.
What are you doing with that arm?
I thought you might be cold.
John.
Be seeing you.
All right. We better get home.
We never get out. Let's go down to the lake for a minute.
The lake?
Sure.
Why, you finally gonna drown yourself?
In a manner of speaking, I guess I am. Happily so.
You're acting real strange.
Will you marry me?
Get up. I am married to you.
No, I mean proper. In front of God.
You serious?
I got this ring. I've had it for a long time. Take it.
You serious?
It would make me very happy if you would...
We've lived a lot of lives.
Let's just live this one from now on. You and me, Jack, a family, by law.
John, I didn't know it mattered to you.
It didn't. But now it does. If you think this is dumb, I'm sorry.
Shut up, you silly man, and kiss me.
Arthur Morgan died for a good cause. But to be honest, I want some revenge.
I found him. I found Micah.
No.
I got a lead. One of his boys wanted for murdering a woman. Been seen drinking in Strawberry. If we can get to him, he'll lead us to Micah. But I gotta go now. You coming?
No. He's not coming.
I will.
That's your business. His business is here.
Yeah, I'll ride with you.
No, I'm begging you. No! You risk all this? For what? For Micah?
All this? Well, this wouldn't exist if it weren't for Arthur, Sadie, and all the folks as fell? I ain't got no other choice. Keep an eye on the place for me.
Of course.
Please!
Let's go kill this son of a bitch then.
The man we are looking for is an associate of Micah Bell. He joined the gang right before the bank robbery. His name is Cleet, and he's been hiding away in Strawberry. We ask around the town, track him down, and Sadie grabs him. We push him around and bring him up to the noose to get him to talk and give us information about Micah. This is what he has to say.
He's up in the mountains. I think he's up in Mount Hagen. You got a whole gang now. Bad man doing bad things. I tried to stop him from murdering that little girl. We fell out. Honest, please. I'm one of the good guys.
Hang him.
Sadie asks us to hang him, but at this point, I just didn't think it was right for John. If you don't, Sadie does.
As you wish. Oh, piece of shit.
It's a long ride. Let's finish this.
Micah, we're coming for you.
Ready? This pass will take us up into the high mountains.
Lead the way.
There's an old watchtower up there they might be using for a camp.
The rat, Micah Bell himself, is at the top of this mountain. But as we're riding up, our boy Charles gets shot.
Get it covered, quick!
You alive, Charles?
Just
John, be careful. Where is this bastard?
With no clear path forward, under fire, we keep on advancing our position to finally take care of this sniper.
Got it! Okay, let's go back to Charles. You're okay?
I will be. But go on. Go on now. Move fast. They'll come down that hill and kill us all.
Charles is one of the most noble members of the gang, and it really shows who he is when he is the first one down, but asks the gang to go forward.
They know we're coming now. I will be fine. I'll follow you up. I just can't move fast.
Okay.
Come on, John.
Shit.
We scale this godforsaken mountain with none other than Sadie Adler, and you start to wonder, what has Micah been up to in these past few years to accumulate this huge gang? But we're taking them out one bullet at a time.
And 20 guys. Keep climbing till we find that Tower Charles off the map.
Okay.
Shit. Come on.
Micah Bell is gonna get a book!
We gotta keep moving, John!
Get your hands off her! You all right?
Just fine.
You don't look too fine.
Come on.
You're bleeding pretty bad.
Ain't nothing.
You should sit down.
I'm fine.
You're dying.
I'll be fine.
Just sit. It's okay.
I ain't dying. I ain't.
I hope not.
I ain't dying. Just go get him. I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Okay. Charles, stay with her.
Charles, you worry about yourself. I'll be up there in a minute.
Ain't you got a habit of just showing up?
When I got something to take care of, sure.
Just you left, is it?
Yeah. Just me.
you go back and check on the other two, they'll say this.
Micah, you gotta get him!
I will shoot you if you stay here any longer!
Micah Bell! Just here for Micah Bell! Micah, come out here! If you're here, come out!
Hello, Scarface. Did you miss me?
Not much.
Been a few years. How's that, whore of yours?
She's good. Didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you. But I felt different.
So it seems. Well, maybe after all this is over, I'll go pay her a call. And the boy.
Whatever you say.
I got all the money from Blackwater. Well, most of it anyway.
So this is what Micah's been up to. Somehow he got his hands on the money from Blackwater.
Try that again, won't you? It's just here. Come take a look.
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire. It's just like old times.
This moment is sort of poetic. The first time that these two meet, Sadie is defending her life, but now she's the one in control.
Start walking.
You got me. Just like old times. All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello, son. Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
Now, John. Now, what were you saying?
Dutch Vanderlyn was the only one who knew where the Blackwater money was. So it's likely that after all of these years, Dutch and Micah teamed up again and they both went back for the money. There are other theories about what happened over these years, but I think that this is the most plausible. It does make you wonder though. When John asks Dutch, "Why are you here?" Dutch responds, "The same as you, I suppose." If Dutch is here to take revenge on Micah, it could mean that Micah somehow got the money himself, or Dutch used Micah to get the money and was going to betray him later.
The same as you.
I was trying to do my best. You just cared for yourself.
I think differently.
Join us. Join us, John.
Let her go! She ain't well.
I don't want to kill you, John.
Arthur saved my life. More than once.
Arthur's been dead a long time. This is a new century.
Dutch. Dutch. We all did our best for you. Ain't our fault. Things turned out the way they did. Dutch, killing me won't solve nothing.
Put down your gun, Marston.
Say something, Dutch. Say something.
I ain't got too much to say no more.
You shot me. You shot me pretty good.
Maybe we weren't the first one to shoot Micah, but we did blow his frickin' head off. The act of Dutch walking away is a mysterious one. But I would like to think, as he said he doesn't have much to say anymore, he's resigned from his sins as the leader of the Vander Linde gang. And this is his way of not only getting revenge on the man that fooled him, but in some way atoning for his sins by walking off.
You okay?
Fine.
You're crazy.
I hope so. Help me up.
Let's go get Charles.
There's money. Lots of money. In the cabin. It's Blackwater.
I'll go see.
Hurry up. I got a wedding I want to go to.
Jack, Uncle, come out here!
I thought we'd be ending this game by giving Arthur Morgan this situation, but as fate would have it, John Marston was the one who got away, and I can get behind that.
It's over, Abigail. It's all over.
This leaves one question. What happens after this story? And that is a question that we are about to answer. We leave the story of RDR2 with a happy family getting married, but a nod to those still interested in John Marston. How do you wrap up the story of the most notorious outlaws in gaming history?
You can't fight change. You can't fight gravity.
You do it with a man who has gone through massive changes. A man who started without care and ended with sacrifice. A man who was the brother of Arthur Morgan, son of Dutch Vander Linde, and one of the most dangerous men in the Vander Linde gang, John Marston. After playing RDR2, I finally got done with RDR1, and it was everything that I expected and more out of John Marston's story. This video is the finale of my 3-part trilogy on John Marston's life, a deep dive into his character and story. With spoilers ahead, we arrive back in Blackwater. In 1911, the American frontier stands at the edge of change. The once lawless West is fading as the modern world encroaches. The era of the cowboy is coming to an end. John Marston has been laying low since the epilogue, but now he's forced back into action. Federal agents led by the ruthless Edgar Ross have taken John's wife Abigail and his young son Jack. Keeping them hostage, he blackmails John into hunting down his old gang members in exchange for his family's freedom. John, who is a fundamentally decent man, despite his outlaw past, has no choice. He has to save his family. He must betray and bring justice to the very men he once called brothers. His targets are 3 notorious outlaws from the Vander Linde gang: Bill Williamson, a burly but not too bright former partner; Javier Escuella, a conniving outlaw who flees to Mexico at the first sign of trouble; and John's former mentor and father figure, a charismatic idealist turned sociopath who led the gang like a Wild West Robin Hood. Dutch Vanderlyn. And this is how John Marston's story starts, with a government mandate and a gun pointed to not only his head, but his family's. Red Dead Redemption wastes no time. We get off of the ferry into Blackwater and take the Blackwater train to go hunt Bill Williamson. During the train ride, we get an idea of the setting. The outlaw life is coming to an end. Civilization is not only catching up, it's here.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
With the changing times heavy on John's shoulders, he arrives in Armadillo. He's here to meet one man.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
It's funny, I almost thought this was Uncle at first. John hires a local guide who takes him to Fort Mercer, Bill Williamson's last known hideout. It's a dilapidated fort out in the desert, now occupied by Bill's gang of cutthroats. John approaches the fort's gate in broad daylight. Inside, Bill Williamson, a burly man with a mean streak, watches from the ramparts. John calls out to his old friend. What I find interesting about this encounter is that Bill is reluctant to face John, saying, "Don't make me kill you." I think this shows how close the bond really was back then.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
John clearly feels the pressure of this moment, and the pressure of the law, the understanding that the law really wants all of them dead, including him. But Bill Williamson has other things in mind, things that he probably enjoys more than the gang life, or whatever life John wants him to live.
Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
But Bill's reply is a rifle shot. Bill leaves John to bleed out under the New Austin sun, a clear message that the bonds of brotherhood mean nothing now. However, John's life is saved in a stroke of frontier fortune. Bonnie McFarlane, a tough and compassionate ranch owner, happens to pass by and find John's body on the roadside. She and her ranch hands haul the badly wounded John back to safety. After several days of feverish darkness, John awakens in a cozy bed at McFarlane's ranch, stitched up and weak, but alive. Bonnie has paid for his medical treatment out of simple kindness.
Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Marston.
When John thanks her, she brushes it off. This act of mercy forms a bond between them. Over the ensuing days and weeks, John recovers. He insists on repaying Bonnie's kindness by helping out on the ranch. What follows is a peaceful interlude that introduces John's character in contrast to the violence around him. He mends fences, herds cattle, and even races Bonnie while they go see somebody. You start to see John's character a little bit, and it's different from RDR2. He's a little bit more mature now. He's hardworking, and those days in the epilogue probably served him well here. However, Bonnie McFarlane is not stupid, and soon she starts asking questions, something that follows John everywhere he goes.
Mr. Marston, I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
Finally back from days of recovery and paying back McFarlane a little bit, they ride into Armadillo. She tells John to go visit the doctor. She pays for it, and then John stays in Armadillo for a while, and he goes and meets the sheriff.
You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
It's probably one of the best moves that John can do is asking the sheriff for help. However, Bill Williamson is out of the sheriff's reach.
I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority.
In order for John to help himself, he needs to help the sheriff first.
Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Marshall and John track down these guys, and they make quick work of them. It's the first time that we see John back in his gunslinger life.
Bastard behind the rock! Aim.
Good! Now move up to the outhouse, Marston.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
Over the next little while, John Marston helps the marshal several times. It soon comes to the point that John has to ask.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
We get news that Wes Dickens, the snake oil merchantman, is missing. But in the meantime, John goes back to McFarlane, and he starts to reveal a little bit more about himself and his mission.
Miss McFarlane, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother-in-arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade.
John helps the farm a little bit more, and then he meets the father of Miss McFarlane.
My daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Mr. McFarlane is a man who doubts the federal government. He likes his life quiet, and he doesn't like civilization either. He doesn't like the fact that John is working for the government. But nonetheless, he tells John,
"Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions."
John Marston helps the McFarlanes a little bit more by getting back some loose horses. And shortly after, a huge storm comes in, the likes of which is very, very deadly.
Men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos.
They're spooked! We have to stop the stampede!
We save the livestock and happen upon a man. This man was missing for a while. This man is Wes Dickens, the snake oil merchant. We help him out and get him to safety. And soon we start to talk to the fellow.
And I can tell you with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir. Ah, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
It's starting to look like this relationship between Dickens and John is symbiotic. Dickens will help John, but John needs to help him. John gets planted into the audience of a salesman pitch. We're selling snake oil to a bunch of ranch hands.
Gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain?
The snake oil, which is supposed to give good eyesight and better aim, is being sold to these gentlemen. And John Marston, already a good sharpshooter, being used to sell it to them. However, John gets called out from the crowd.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
John does just that.
See?
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir.
Doing this successfully means that John gets into a fight with the man. Obviously, he wins, which is a major thing for the crowd and for Nigel Dickens.
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks bearing gifts, sir. Mm-hmm.
Nigel Dickens has an idea. Getting John into Fort Mercer by coercion. It's an idea, but John doesn't really take to it. He moves on back to the sheriff, and the sheriff is trying to take care of some murdering settlers.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission, but right now I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
I've had this problem for months with this group of bandits.
This mission brings us to Pike's Basin, the same location that we went bounty hunting with Sadie Adler in the epilogue.
Busy killing people, they went and dropped their gun.
But they haven't taken out the enemy yet. This search for the bandits bring them on a chase, following clues like dead bodies, a run-through ranch with stressed citizens. John is forced to help, and in the back of his mind he's wondering if he'll ever get help on his mission. But eventually, two paths cross, and we're confronted by none other than Bill Williamson.
I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now!
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys!
Sadly, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for our capture. Bill Williamson leaves the scene, and the only person left is one of his dogs. We question him, Norman Deek.
Norman Deek.
Fuck!
Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill.
Meanwhile, Nigel Dickens talks in John's ear again and convinces him to go ahead with the Trojan horse plan. But we need one guy for the team, one guy that's a little bit off. His name is Seth, and we find him rummaging through a graveyard, digging up a corpse.
Who are you? I'm a friend of Mr. West Dickens. My name's Marston, John Marston.
Goodbye, John Marston. It's been a great pleasure.
Seth is looking for a map, left by a friend named Moses. He won't tell us what the map leads to, but he's obsessed with it. So, as you can probably predict, we have to help Seth in order for him to help us.
Come on, Seth. Let's go see Moses, get you your map back. Then maybe you'll help me.
This game is kind of funny. You definitely feel the 2000s era of it, kind of constantly helping others so they can help you. But I have to say that this is one of the most memorable parts of the game for me. Watching this back kind of gave me a good feeling. Seth's friend Moses tries to escape, and we hunt him down and hog tie him. Over the next few parts of the game, John Marston helps Seth get the map and find whatever is hidden at the end, which doesn't turn out to be much. Seth agrees to help John. John also does a series of missions helping Nigel, including getting into a race. He also is introduced to a new character named Irish, who helps him get a machine gun for this Trojan horse of his. Along with finding Bonnie McFarlane, who was captured and almost hanged, John gets his new gang together, all of his trusted accomplices. All of them come together to breach into Fort Mercer. By the way, this was a huge part of the game, what I just said. I literally just shaved maybe 20 to 30 minutes off of this video, so you're welcome. It's not hugely important to the story, but just know that John did a bunch of missions leading up to this point.
It's time. We must go.
Why? What's happening?
Seth has managed to get himself inside. But we can't leave it too long, or they will soon realize how very curious he is and remove him from the premises. Ensconce yourself in the back of my wagon, John, so that we can make our grand entrance.
Come on, let's go!
We go into Fort Mercer and address Bill Williamson's people. This is the same fort that John was shot at the beginning of the game. Nigel West Dickens captivates the audience, and right when everybody is buying the words that he's saying, this happens.
What the hell?
That's too damn close!
We hop inside and a massacre takes place. Once we down the first wave, the rest of the gang jumps in.
Fucking dang pig! Them cocksucking son bitches escaped the other side of the fort!
All right, let's go.
Well, that sure worked! Move forward!
Company, gentlemen, these scoundrels have got reinforcements riding this way.
As reinforcements came to Fort Mercer, John got on the Gatling gun to fend them off. Sadly, there was a survivor that we questioned, and we realized that Bill Williamson was not here. He had taken off to Mexico just a day prior. There are two major parts of this game: doing missions in New Austin, which we just got done with, and doing things in Mexico. And both have a lot of missions to go with. I'll try to keep to the main storyline of what is going on with John Marston getting to his goal and objective of getting his family back. But there are a lot of things that happen in between. But nonetheless, we go down to Mexico. In pursuit of Bill Williamson, we find passage over the river on a ferry. We are now entering areas that were not playable in RDR2.
Ah, Mr. Marston, I've come to wish you well. How are you, sir?
We cross the river with Irish, and through gunfire, we arrive on the banks of Mexico. We head down to a small town where we are met with 3 outlaws who tell us to strip down, take our hat, but John is not having it.
Take off the boots, Americano.
As you wish.
And that is when we meet Landon Ricketts.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed, sir. What a great way to improve border relations. An illiterate farmer crossing the river, coming into their civilization and butchering the local peasants? Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it, old man.
You kill peasants, you become a peasant.
I never aspired to be anything more.
A socialist, huh? No wonder you left America.
I'm many things, most of them bad. But a man of political principles? No.
Well, then I fear Mexico may not be for you, sir.
Don't you worry about me.
Oh, but I do worry. An angry man a long way from home, a man who handles a gun as sloppy as you.
I can handle a gun okay, partner.
Yeah, as long as you're killing quail or peasants. But if you have to face another man, you don't stand a chance.
And you do?
I can show you a few tricks. Come with me.
Hold on. What's your name?
That doesn't matter anymore. And you?
I never had a name, mister. I was raised in an orphanage.
A real American, huh? Wonderful. Just wonderful.
Landon Ricketts teaches us a few things and tells us how Mexico is.
The locals hell-bent on revolution.
Revolution? Another one?
Yeah. Never really ends. This whole place has been a hotbed for revolution since before the Spanish left.
Senor Ricketts, por favor, senor. Our back wagon's under attack just outside of town. We need your help again.
Whoa, slow down, Ramon. We'll take care of it.
Thank you, senor. Again, you are the savior of this town.
Now for this video, I'm trying to focus on the wrapping up of the gang story. There is a lot that happens in Mexico that could be its entire own video. If you would like that, let me know. However, I'm gonna summarize the events of Mexico just enough to get us to the point where we understand what is going on and how John Marston finds Bill Williamson and Javier. We learn that Mexico is in a revolution right now. We basically have two sides, the established leaders of Mexico and the rebels. John gets introduced to both, and he starts playing both sides to get to Javier and Bill. He even meets the president and helps them out too.
An outlaw named Bill Williamson. I believe he came here to seek protection from another outlaw named Javier Escuella.
You're no moralist, but you hunt outlaws?
So it would seem. You heard anything of these men?
I am the government, or what is left of it. Outlaws seek each other. They're possibly hiding with thieves and killers who pose as freedom fighters in the hills around here. They're united under one traitor named Abraham Reyes.
Where could I find this Reyes?
If I knew, I would be there, hunting him with everything that is true within me. Reyes finds you.
Like cholera.
Abraham Reyes is the leader of the freedom fighters, the rebels, and Mr. Linde is the tyrannical leader of the political party in Mexico. Now this section is a long section of missions in the game, and although John is part of this, there is a basic current of events that happen. John meets the leading political figures of Mexico, and he also meets the rebels, and he starts to play both sides of the coin just to get closer to Bill and Javier. John gets betrayed by Linde, the political party in Mexico, and so he vows to help the rebels. And in doing so, he does a raid on a fortress. And that raid for the rebels brings him one step closer.
Will drive this
to
wagon
his goal.
at the front gate and jump off when you're close. He's been packed with 5 crates of TNT.
That sounds crazy. How long's the fuse?
Yes, like I say, fun times. It's plenty long enough, I think. I'll see you in there, amigo.
I know you're here, old friend!
And within the fortress, he finds none other than Javier Escuella.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you. I heard you was coming. You took your time, no? Come on, you're not gonna shoot your own brother, are you? We was family.
Yeah, we were. Then you and Dutch went crazy and family didn't mean so much.
So now you do the government's work.
And what do? You just work for a different government.
Come on, brother. I think we should go our separate ways, huh?
What you and Dutch did was wrong. And the way you left me was wrong. Now, I hate to judge, but as it turns out, it's you or me. The way I see it, might as well be you.
We thought you was dead, brother. I promise. I'm telling the truth. Besides, I can give you Bill. And Dutch. Dutch is in Colombia. I can take you straight to him.
You left me to die? Whoa. To save your own skin, and now you expect me to care about you?
You got it all wrong, brother. I've always loved you. Even now.
A meeting for the first time in years does not go well. However, we get back up on our feet and go and capture Javier, demanding to know where Bill is. But Javier doesn't know.
I'm taking you in, my brother. I'll let the others judge it. Where's Bill?
I don't know.
Where's Bill, you son of a bitch?
Mr. Marston, fancy seeing you down here. Well, it is a pleasant surprise, I must say.
He's not looking very healthy. We told you to keep them alive.
You should be glad to have him at all.
Just remember your obligations to the government, Mr. Marston. We need you to find Williamson, then head to Blackwater as quick as you can. We have reason to believe that Dutch Vanderlinde is in the area.
Your wife sends her regards.
Edgar Ross in this video game truly makes my blood boil. It's actually incredible how much I hate him anyways. And now, all that's left is Bill Williamson. When Bill Williamson went to Mexico, he started working for Linde, and if you can imagine, John hasn't been the only one playing both sides. Linde had promised John Marston that he would deliver Bill Williamson and Javier Escuella, but Linde betrayed John, and Bill Williamson continued to work for Linde. Now, when John started working for the rebels, and only working for them, they started making serious progress. Something that I really admire about the story is there are no good guys. Both sides of this conflict have terrible things that happen, but John is on the rebel side, and he will do anything to get his family back, which includes overturning the current leadership of Mexico. The rebels have a series of wins, and they are at the doorsteps of Allende's palace. Abraham Reyes leading the charge, and John right behind him.
Thanks, my brother. Now the people are finally ready. Today we overthrow the Coronel.
Señor.
Libéranos, amigo. Somos leales a Abraham Reyes. Let's go, my friends.
They go up to the castle's doors and see Linde and Bill Williamson running out of it, escaping. We track him down and we take care of Bill Williamson. I really think that John and Bill's interactions show the most lore between the two. Bill says some things about Dutch and John that are probably true.
You always was weak-minded.
You're the one who let Dutch drive you insane!
Dutch wanted you dead. We all did.
Well, I'm going after him next. I'll outlive all of you.
You always was a traitor. You bastard orphan. No, let me go.
Allende is dead. Mexico is mine.
Abraham Reyes and the rebels take over Mexico, and John Marston gives one of the best quotes I've ever heard in a game.
Good luck with the revolution. If you win power, remember why you wanted it.
Well, travel safely, amigo.
And with that, John Marston heads back to Blackwater for some unfinished business with Edgar Ross, the final mission in his part.
Mr. Marston, so glad to see you. How was your journey?
Where's my wife and son?
Being well looked after. Well looked after.
I want to see him.
Mr. Ross wants to speak with you. We've had some important developments.
You want me to take out a gun and blow a fucking hole in your head right here? Right now? You want that?
Mr. Marston.
You want that?
Mr. Marston, I ask you to calm down.
Why? Why? I did what you asked. I got you Williamson and Escuella. It's over. Stop playing games with me.
No one's playing games with you, Mr. Marston. But if we were to play some games, there'd be some interesting ones we could play.
Thanks, sir.
Like hanging you for murder, or confiscating all your property, like that little farm of yours, or having you put in an electric chair. Those are the sort of games we could play. But we choose to play a different game. So calm down and play along with us.
Where's my wife?
You know, I forget, but I hear it's very nice this time of year. Mr. Marston, please, I've never insulted your meager intelligence. Do not insult mine. We've done this little deal for your freedom in exchange for all your men from your old gang. You gave us Williamson and Escuella. We still don't have Vander, but now we know where he is.
Then go and shoot him.
No, sir. I want you to shoot him for me. And then I'll let you be. The last thing I want to do is make martyrs out of all these people. He could be killed by some petty squabble by another lowlife.
We believe Vanderlinde is holed up with a group of renegades near the wreck of the Serendipity riverboat.
Yes. Another group of renegades. Obviously, the first group, your group, has shall we say, been disbanded? Disbanded. Anyway, Mr. Ford and Mr. Marston, shall we go? Oh, Mr. Marston, your wife and son are doing well. Let's both try to ensure things stay that way. Okay?
After you, sir.
Dutch Vanderlyn is supposedly on a boat, and we go with Edgar Ross in a automobile to go find him. When we arrive at the boat, we hear someone whimpering. We go up and find him, and it's a decoy.
Over here! I found him!
Good God, that's our informant! Gnostis, what the hell's going on here?
It's a trap!
Shit, Marston! You'll have to carry this man! I don't think he can walk!
We find our way out of there and get this man to safety. We bring him back to Blackwater, and for the first time, meet a very quirky doctor. Thankfully, Dr. McDonald was able to bring Nastas back to health, and he was able to tell us where the bandits were hiding, where Dutch Vanderlyn's new gang was residing.
Where's Dutch Vanderlyn based?
In the hills, in Cochene. Let's go.
We go with the doctor and Nastas to supposedly where Dutch Vanderlyn is hiding.
I'm hurt pretty bad.
I don't think you should go any further.
I'll be fine. But you go ahead. I don't want to slow you down.
You sure you're all right?
Just need to take it slow. Go on.
John Marston goes ahead alone, and on a cliff we see our first glimpse at Dutch Vanderlyn in Red Dead Redemption. Dutch shoots us through the binoculars, but I don't think that he knew who we were. We wake up getting revived by the doctor, and shortly after, we pay a visit to Edgar Ross.
What a pleasant surprise, Mr. Marston. An informant just told us some interesting news. Our mutual friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, is about to pay call on his bank manager. What do you say to having a little financial discussion with the fella? This way.
Let's get up on the roof. We'll have a clear shot at them from there to make their escape. Don't start shooting until they're out in the open. If we spook them, they might retreat back and hole up inside. Don't shoot till I give you the signal. Keep your sights trained on that bank door. You see them running through the... Marston, head into the bank with Hopkins and Manning. Get Dutch. Be careful. There may be some innocent people there.
While Dutch Vanderlyn is robbing a bank with his new gang, we run into the bank to try to meet up with him.
Oh, it's nice to see you, John.
Hello, Dutch.
How's Abigail?
Well, I hope. Ain't seen her for a while.
'Cause you've been chasing me?
Let the woman go, Dutch.
Of course. Of course. How's your little boy?
He ain't so little now.
No, he must be what? 15? 16? Doesn't time fly?
Don't adjust. It's over, man.
Of course. Of course. I surrendered, John. You're the master now.
I've been my master since you left me to die.
We all make mistakes, John. I never claimed to be a saint, but equally, I never took you for an errand boy.
Just trying to help my family, Dutch. By making compromises we all have to. Now let her go. It's over.
You want the girl, John? You always were the romantic sort. You know, gentlemen, this man here, oh, he married a whore. Used to ride with us.
We all had her. Oh, but he married her. And you know that makes him a better man than us. He's a better man. Have the girl, John.
Easy, Dutch.
She's a parting gift from me.
No! God damn!
I've always thought it was kind of crazy that Dutch said all of those things, but it really goes to show how far they have fallen with each other, and probably how much of Red Dead Redemption 2 wasn't genuinely friendship or kinship. Nonetheless, John and the rest of the law enforcement go to a camp where they think Dutch is hiding. They massacre the place, but Dutch has already escaped. Right after this, Nestes has arranged a meeting with John, the doctor, and some Native Americans who are close to Dutch. But the meeting goes awry.
Violence isn't the answer! Maybe you live in a different America than we. Men like Vander will lead you to disaster. I think we've already experienced disaster. The likes which you could only imagine. Put your hands up! We come in peace! Do as he says, Marston.
You call this a meeting?
Give me your damn weaponry. This is not what we agreed to.
You shut your mouth, you treacherous snake!
Oh, shit! Damn it, Dutch! Professor, get down, now!
So much for a meeting of minds.
Thank you,
I was really hoping to see more of Nestes in this game, but that didn't come to fruition. The doctor is very clearly shaken up by these events, and we find him again in a hotel room, tweaking out, getting ready to leave town. The world gets to a lot of people, and it got to our doctor. He's completely lost it. And that's when somebody pays us a visit. I don't know how he found us, but he did. And there's some interesting conversation that happens between John and Dutch Vanderlyn.
Oh, great heavens above!
Is that you, John?
Hello, Dutch.
I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place.
Maybe so, Dutch.
You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you.
Why you want to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Sport, I guess.
Fair enough. Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea, not just for ourselves.
That's beautiful, Dutch. You always were a fine speaker.
I was. Now, would you kindly send that academic out here so we can show him what we really think about the art of anthropology?
Beecher, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna hand you over to him and watch him tear you limb from limb.
What?
I'm just kidding.
We have to get the doctor out of this place and get us to safety. We barge into another person's room, get on the rooftop, and try to escape Blackwater. It's crazy to think that John Marston was once called Dutch Vanderlyn's son. And in the ending of Red Dead Redemption 2, John was left for dead on the train. All of them did not care. On one side of the equation, we have this redemption story for John and his family. But on the other, it is an all-out revenge story in my eyes. We head up into the hills and give the good doctor a final goodbye. Sadly, this brings us back to our mission. A final talk with Edgar Ross, and he's not happy with us.
I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. After the debacle with the army and the bank, We have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it,
We get round up for the big mission. For these guys, it's now or never, and they're bringing out the big guns. John gets on the back of a modified truck. We meet up with an army in a showdown between Dutch's men, the law enforcement, and John. This is probably one of the most memorable missions that I can remember from the game. It's pretty engaging, and it's a very iconic scene. We drive through the field.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbag!
Can't you hold this thing steady for them?
I'm trying my best, sir!
Hiding behind the rock! Gun them down!
We follow the line of people going up into the woods until somebody blows up our truck. Then we agree to go with the forces to find Dutch.
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
Let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
We head up with all law enforcement to where Dutch Vanderlyn is hiding with his men. And it's almost like John is leading the pack. It's now or never for John Marston.
Go! Get down!
With the forces, we head into Dutch's compound. We start massacring the place and eventually tell the rest of the guys to stay back.
You tend to your wounded. I gotta face Dutch alone.
After Micah, Arthur, Javier, and Bill, after the entire time John Marston and Dutch Vanderlyn face off against each other.
You should have stayed at home. Your family, Abigail, go to hell. Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John! It's over, John!
I ain't leaving here without you!
As you climb through the buildings, Dutch Vanderlyn retreats into his cannibalistic cave.
You're just like me, John! You can't change who you are! You can't erase the past, John!
Taunting John running after him, until they meet on an iconic snow ridge.
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
It's interesting to see how many Easter eggs and hints there were leading up to Dutch van der Linde's death. And the relationship between John Marston and Dutch van der Linde probably needs to be studied a little bit closer. I think that's a video that I will do just for myself and post it later on this year. But for now, John Marston has a family to get back to. And meeting the wife goes exactly how you'd expect.
Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no-good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours. How'd they treat you?
Oh, I can take care of myself, John. One guard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. It's over now.
John Marston's coming home is a big one. It means that the Van der Linde gang is done. It means that Arthur died for a good cause. And it means that John's world and his family are back together again.
How you been?
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
And don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody.
I really felt good about this, especially playing Red Dead 2 first. Seeing his development through the story and especially the epilogue, it's quite a magical experience to see John Marston be able to come home, take care of his son, and be the husband that Abigail needs. Over the course of the next few missions, Jack Marston helps John. We go back to Bonnie McFarlane's ranch, where we get some cattle. We also get some interesting dialogue between Abigail and John about Jack.
A good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though.
Telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other? Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarlane. She's a friend. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
We spend the first few missions back at home with Abigail, and it's funny to see her interactions with Bonnie McFarlane. The next few missions are spent with Uncle, rounding up cattle and taming horses. And finally, the last few missions of Red Dead Redemption are spent with Jack Marston.
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way.
John Marston takes his son out to hunt. They spend some quality time together and talk about father and son things. After they're done with that, they find wolves in the area, and they go hunting for wolves. They return home safely, but after a few days, John realizes that Jack is missing. And he finds out from Uncle that he's alone facing a bear, and he goes and finds him.
Paul, help me! I'm hurt!
Jack, stay down! What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not! I can skin an elk, break horses.
Come on, let's get you home.
I'm sorry I made you worry, Paul.
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks. When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you.
Now the final mission for John Marston starts with him going into the barn and talking to his son about the future, about plans for the ranch, about potential in life. And it goes like this.
Need a hand with that?
No, sir, I got it.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son.
Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Well, I ain't met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know.
You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Today, John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
So, you ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul. Everybody knows about that. You know they're going to be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
John, come here. John, come here, quick.
Uncle spots soldiers on the edge of the farm, and John realizes the army is approaching the ranch, and they're probably coming for him. He thought he was free of this, but it just doesn't seem so.
Whatever happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. And you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
John Marston fights the first wave of men.
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming.
But he knows that there's going to be more coming. And as he's fighting, Uncle gets taken out.
I'm hit.
Hang in there, Uncle! I'm gonna get you out of here safe!
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow. You take Jack and Abigail. Take them and... Don't worry about me. Just get him out of here.
No! Uncle, please! Oh my God!
They killed him!
Come on, son! Ain't nothing we can do for him now!
There's no time for John to take care of Uncle.
We're leaving the farm. I'll watch from the silo. You two go to the barn, get the horses ready.
John!
I'll meet you there!
And John fights his way into the barn for his son and his wife. Once he's in the barn, he gives a horse to them both and tells them to get away. He knows that the law will not let him go. The story of the Vanderlyn gang needs to end, and Edgar Ross needs his win. As a man, a husband, a father, John knows there's only one thing left to do.
And don't be worried about me, here? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble, John.
Ain't no trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
Truly a heartbreaking end of the story for John Marston and for the Vanderlyn gang. I was very emotional at this point in the story, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw next. For the next while in the story, we play as Jack Marston, hunting the whereabouts of Edgar Ross, piecing together where he is. And finally, we find him. The last mission of Red Dead Redemption is spent as Jack Marston, taking vengeance against the man who took his father, and thus ends the story of the Vanderlyn gang.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well!
I ain't going nowhere, old man.